Imagine being outside on a hot summer night and suddenly getting bitten by a mosquito. After the West Nile virus has not been such a threat anymore, most people don't really think about getting bitten by a mosquito. That's until now, when the Zika virus has spread from Rio into the United States. According to the Centers Disease Control and Prevention website article, which was retrieved and updated on October 3rd, there has been 3,625 confirmed cases of the Zika virus in the United States so far. Of these, most of the cases are in New York and Florida. During this speech, I will tell y'all how the virus is transmitted and what it causes once it is transmitted, how to prevent the virus, and how it's affecting our world. The Zika virus is spread by a certain species of mosquito and mosquito bite, and also by sexual transmission. Once a pregnant female is bitten by a mosquito, the virus can be spread to her child. This is also according to the CDC website. Once the child is infected with the virus, it can be born with a serious birth defect called microcephaly. Microcephaly makes the child be born with a bigger brain that's normal, and this causes a lot of developmental problems. It can also cause impaired growth, hearing loss, and eye defects in a child, although these are less common. When it's transmitted sexually, it can be passed throughout the incubation period of the virus in the partner. According to the London Times issue that was issued on September 30th, 2016, there was a man who had the Zika virus who was hospitalized, and the son who was visiting his dad wiped away sweat and tears from his face without wearing gloves and then contracted the virus. And so they think this is how the son eventually contracted the virus. There are several ways that can be prevented, either by targeting a mosquito or just taking preventative measures. The most obvious measure to take is by wearing mosquito repellent. According to the Reader's Digest, retrieved on October 3rd with the last updated date unknown, mosquitoes are especially attracted to the feet and to the ankles. And so whenever applying mosquito repellent, really concentrate on those areas. Also, whenever buying mosquito repellent, make sure you get the DEET brand, or the kind with DEET in it. According to an interview in April of 2016 with Dr. Heinmarsh, who is a professor of microbiology at Louisiana Tech, he believes that targeting and killing the mosquitoes could really hurt our ecosystem, and so it'd be better if we could make a preventative vaccine, although that can take decades to make. According to a CNN article retrieved on October 3rd and updated in August, the Miami Beach mayor, Levine, he's trying to get help from Washington because they're trying to do local efforts, but it's hard to do with a limited amount of money, so they're calling for Washington to make a bill to try and get money for research. Until now, the virus has been contained to mainly Eastern countries, but they believe that because the Olympics were held in Brazil, that people who traveled to Rio and then traveled back to the United States has brought the virus to us. According to the same London Times article, $1.1 billion have recently been funded from Congress for research for a cure. Also, because it's been such a problem here in the United States recently, the United States government has taken $589 million meant for Ebola research to go to the Zika virus research. As you can tell, all this money going towards research means that the United States is actually in trouble. It's not well known, but every single state in the United States has had at least one Zika virus case, except for Alaska. That's because they don't really have mosquitoes. The CDC is constantly trying to update the public by putting things on their website and relaying to physicians that they need to tell their patients about the Zika virus. According to the CNN article, the Miami mayor is trying to remove all standing water that happens after rainfall just because that's really good breeding grounds for mosquitoes. The CDC is also recommending that if you're pregnant and you live in Miami or in Florida, or you know someone who's had the Zika virus, to get tested every single trimester for the virus. And so without proper vaccinations available yet, it's the responsibility of the government and physicians to educate the public. Because effects of the virus are still unknown, it's becoming increasingly important to look for a cure.